Hi, so you're probably wondering where the fuck did Sonia go again? After saying 2016s are back, so we are so back, and I just got embarrassed, man. I just really got embarrassed. It's not easy to be camera shy and be doing YouTube, okay? So I don't think anyone cares though. Like, I don't even have that many viewers, but if you are here, hi, wait, look at my nails. They're so sexy. Oh my goodness, I can't even begin to tell you how sexy they are. But what I'm going to do in this video is just yap and hope I enjoy making this video. And if I enjoy making this video, then you guys are going to get endless content from me. But I'm not promising, okay? Because if I promise, I'll have to do it, keep doing it again and again and again, which I'm not sure I will. So I don't want to make any promises, but I'm just gonna try. And I am very camera shy. I'm so sorry if I get like a little awkward or something, but I'm going to try. But before we start yapping, let me show you my room, okay? I'm going to do a quick room tour. Let me switch on the lights first, because I need you to see how colorful my room is. Okay, so it's so pretty. There used to be a corner with pillows and everything and a carpet, but my mom removed it, saying carpets are a lot of work to deal with. She's going to have to vacuum it and everything, but the maid cannot do it. So she removed it. But it looked so cute before. Okay, anyways, these are my books that I haven't read. Those are my trophies. Okay, and this is Kuromi, guys. Meet her. She's absolutely stunning. And this is my doggy. Wait, let me show you. Okay, he's so cute. Okay, you guys are going to sit on Kuromi because I don't have a setup right now and I don't want a setup. I'm too lazy. So that's it. That's for the room tour, guys. And I'm really sorry about this, but this is what the lighting is going to look like today. Because this is just cozy and I prefer it that way. But let's get into it, okay? Are you a good person? Do you think you're a good person? And I ask this to everyone, okay? Everyone that I meet, because I really want to know if people think they're a good person or a bad person. It tells you a lot about their inner world, and it tells you a lot about the way they see themselves and their self-worth and everything like that. And when you're getting to know someone, when you are going to eventually be in some kind of relationship with them, whether it be a romantic one or a platonic one, you need to know how that person operates, how their inner world operates, because I've learned this, that no matter what people say, that you have to accept people the way they are. I mean, you have to, you should, when you are in love with someone, but you do not fall in love when you do not know about it. So what I mean by that is that you must know your boundaries well enough that you cut people off that do not fit what you are looking for. And if you do not want to deal with someone who has low self-esteem, that's completely fine, okay? I used to think that I should love everyone and everyone deserves being loved by me, everyone deserves my energy, everyone deserves my efforts, and no matter who they are, I'm going to love them the way they are. I'm going to help them work through it. But that's like, oh, I can fix you, I can help you. And I just come to learn that's just too much to deal with, and I want to surround myself with people who are constantly growing and aren't expecting other people to help them grow. So I am putting in the work, right, to make sure that I grow. Then why can't they? Why can't other people around me And I want to be surrounded with like-minded individuals. It might be completely different for you, and that's completely okay, but that's just how I want like my life right now, because I'm so done with trying to help people, um, especially because I know that that's going to be my life when I become a psychologist. Because I do understand that most people haven't put in the work to grow as individuals. Even though everyone wants to, I completely believe that everyone tries to be better and better and better and better every single day. And even if they choose not to, that's completely on them and completely fine. But I like people who are driven and motivated to grow, because I'm like that, and I know that people around me should have the same mindset when it comes to this thing, because it shows drive, it shows motivation, it shows growth, and constantly growing and changing as a person is a beautiful thing, and you get more opportunities to get to know someone more and more when they are constantly changing and constantly updating their ideas and beliefs. And if you want to impress me, like really impress me, you must be someone who likes growing, who likes to change every single day, and who likes change in general. Because if you are constantly breaking yourself down and building yourself up, even though that's completely exhaustive and you might not do that, and that's completely fine, but I'll be really impressed if there was someone like that, because I constantly do that, and I know it's very tiring. And now I'm at a point of my life where I do not want to deal with other people's pain when I'm healing, because right now I'm someone who is healing and going through a lot of growth and change, and I cannot surround myself with someone who isn't doing that, the same thing. Because if you're not growing, what are you doing with your life? You need to constantly tell yourself to become a better person. I think that's a really important value to hold. That's just, I don't know, that's just my values right now. Right now though, it might change later. I am constantly evolving, changing as a person, but whatever. I was saying, I asked you, I think, at the beginning, do you think you're a good person? And I asked that to everyone, because it tells you a lot about the persons in the world. And I used to be someone who had such low self-esteem that I learned that I would constantly be asking people, what was your first impression of me? What did you think of me? What do you think of me right now? Who am I as a person? I don't ask who am I as a person directly, but I ask a lot of things that are similar in sense. Like, do you think I'm an introvert or extrovert? Or do you think I'm a very shy person? But constantly changing my perception of who I am as a person, my identity, based on what other people think of me, is so unhealthy. I cannot even begin to tell you. And I had started thinking that I'm such a bad person, even though I have always tried to do things with good intention. And I think everyone in the world has only good intentions, and that might be very naive, like coming off very naive to you. I know there are bad people out there, and there are people who absolutely do things with bad intention, but I think most people, okay, try to do what they think is good and right. And now the definitions of good and right might be really fucked up, but they are really trying to do things with good intention. And I think good faith people are, like, surrounding yourself with good faith people is really important, and I think you can find them every single place you go. And that is why I try to approach people with more kindness. Like, I met someone who cuts people off every time their ideas and beliefs don't match. And that is a really idealistic, like strong boundary, strong willed person, and I really admire that person. But I am just not the kind of person who would be able to do that, because I approach people with such empathy and kindness and such openness that I accept anything. And to become someone who is so strong in their boundaries that I can cut people off that I do not align with. But I like to look at different perspectives, so I don't know if I'll ever be that person. And even if I do not align with people well, I like to give everything a try, because I am someone who would try and try and try to make things work no matter what happens, unless it is hurting me. Because I have like gone through like a lot to be dealing with more shit. Okay, so I just like have learned to not let people walk all over me. And I think that's a really like real progress and real improvement in. And I'm telling you, without therapy I would have been a complete mess. I was a complete mess before. So I used to think that I was a bad person, right? I started thinking I was a bad person because every time I get close to someone, they would eventually leave me, because that's how the world works. Not everyone. There are a lot of people who have stayed. They have stayed despite me going through so much, and they are dealing with all of this on a regular basis. That's just the extremity of love they have for me, and I'm really grateful for people like that in my life. And I try my best to give people the same kind of love and same kind of energy but I have also given too much, begged too much when I shouldn't have, but I'm learning not to. Anyways, I think everyone is a good person. Like, everyone at least tries to be a good person in whatever definition, or in whatever is their way of becoming a good person. Because I really don't think anyone wants to be bad. And again, that would be very, very naive for me to think. But I just like to think of people that way, because I have tried looking at people with like thinking everyone has bad intentions and not trusting people and everything. But it's really saddening, a sad way to live for me. And so I don't live like that anymore. I recently had a conversation with this one person who like keeps on saying that I'm a bad person, and I used to be so much like that. But I've learned in therapy that is just a critical mechanism that we have, that critiques us based on what other people think of us. Anyways, where was I? I was saying that, and I'm sorry if this is a mess. I do not have ADHD, by the way, but I'm sorry if this video is a mess, because I do not have a structure for this video. I just wanna like gap and see how it goes. I was just thinking this is an important topic to talk about, and that is why I am making this video. So anyways, where was I was at saying that I used to put so much importance in what people close to me think about me, that I used to let it define my self-worth. So when they are angry at me, they would say, "Oh, you're selfish." I used to believe that, despite the fact that I've given everything of mine to them. Doing that. I really don't think I should be doing that. I have in so many ways become aware of it and let myself not do that again. Yeah, it is a very sad thing to like confess, I would say. I have become so much aware about all my emotions now and all my behavior patterns now, that now if I am doing something that I do not approve of, or doing something that I think is wrong, I'll completely stop it instantly. And like, I was having a conversation with someone and I really liked them, okay? So I was constantly asking them, do you want to try? Do you want to give this a try? And in a lot of ways, I was begging and making it harder for them to leave, and for ruining my self respect by doing that. And that was just not fair to me or them. And then when I realized, I instantly stopped and cut the call. And that is how it should be. I really wish I would have realized that way sooner before doing it. There are a lot of times I realize things later when after I'm done with it. But do you think you're a good person? I would, in so many ways, like to talk to you guys and get to know you guys, because comment it down below. Do you think you're a good person, and why not? If there is any evidence to that, or if people have made you believe you're a bad person or not, or if people have made you believe you're a good person, or if you have decided yourself that you're a good person or a bad person. I would like to know. I don't think people can be completely good or completely bad ever. There are times when people can be both or none at the same time, and I think that's beautiful, because that is very human and very real. I don't know what I did with this video. I just yapped.